Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I created this look using the Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. It's a very colorful palette and I really like working with colors. This color was inspired by my cousin. She loves purple, so she asked me to do a purple look. I know I did one not so long ago, but with all the purples in the palette, I just had to work with one of them. Well, some of them. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Okay.
So to start off, I already did one eye just so I can have an idea of what exactly I was going to do for this look. And I also primed my lid and I filled in my eyebrow a little bit. I also applied moisturizer on my face and a lip balm on my lips since they've been really chapped. So going in with this Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, we are starting off with Therapy Sesh on a JH31 brush, and we're going to go ahead and start packing on this color. The base that I'm using for my eyeshadow base, I am using the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Coconut Flakes, and I did not set it. We want these colors to be very vibrant, so no need to set your lid at all. So we are going to go ahead and start packing this color on our crease and above our crease, because we are going to take this color a little bit high, almost near to our eyebrows. And we're going to start by packing it up on a little bit by little, since it is a bright color and we want it to be very blended. So the color we are using on our crease is Not My Journey on a M441 brush, and we're going to go ahead and do the same, except this color we're keeping it straight on our crease. We're just going to go ahead and pat it on, same as the other color, build up the intensity to our liking. These are very bright colors, so I wouldn't recommend going in with a lot since they are very vibrant and it can look very smudgy and muddy after if you do it like that. Now, to make the blend even more seamlessly, I am going back with the JH41 brush, and we're just going to go ahead and blend those two together wherever there are any harsh lines. Now, moving on to the darker color for our eye, we are using Temptress from the palette. It's a black shadow. It's the same one from the first palette, and we're going to go ahead and pack that on a pencil blending brush. This one had no name, so I'm sorry about that. And we're just going to focus it on the outer V of the eye, if that's even a word, and then we're going to go back in with the M441 brush from Morphe to blend those two together, and we're going to go back and forth until we get the desired look. So just blend and take your time, because when working with black it can become a disaster. So work slowly and take your time and everything will come out fine. We want to make sure that the inner corner is very blended. So now moving on to cut our crease, we're using my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Coconut Flakes and a shadow brush from Morphe. I do not recall the name, and we're just going to go ahead and start marking our eye. Look upwards just so we can get a defined line of our crease, and we're going to work directly on our crease. We're not going to go actually above it this time, so it's going to be more of a natural look, because it's not going to look completely like a cut crease. So we're just going to work with it and take your time, and if a little bit goes above your crease, don't worry, you can always blend it once you are done with the light purple, the Therapy Sesh color that we used at the beginning. And that's, I think, exactly what I'm going to do later on. I'll show you guys. So now going in with Talia, it's a gold. We're going to use it on a ring finger, and we're going to go ahead and pick this up and apply it on our lid directly. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus it on our lid, like close to our lash line, and then we're going to start building it up, because I feel this shadow has to be applied with a finger. I don't know why. I tried doing it with a brush and it just wasn't as intense, and the way I applied it with the finger, it looked like 14K gold. It looks so beautiful. So of course, right there you guys can see where I kind of messed up. So we're going to go ahead and clean that afterwards, but first we're going to take a little brush. It's a M124 from Morphe, and we're just going to go ahead and take as much product from the pan so it can actually be as vibrant as it is with our fingers. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to smooth that crease, and then afterwards we're gonna go ahead and use the shade Good Place on a ColourPop brush. This one has no name, it's just this ColourPop, and we're gonna go ahead and apply this color right directly between Temptress and Talia, and this is gonna give it a beautiful gradient effect, and it's gonna look very, very nice because the colors are all just going to mesh together, then instead of having like gold and then black. Now to fix above the crease we created, I am going to use a JH40 Morphe brush and the color Therapy Sash to go ahead and clean up any spots where I may have gold or of the other purpley shimmery shade, just so it can be very nice and smooth. Now going in with the JH42, we're going to use the shade I'm in it, and we're going to apply it in our inner corner and also our brow bone. I just did not show that. So now for our bottom lash, we're using a M165 and the color Temptress, and we're just going to go ahead and apply this as closely to our lash line because we're also going to apply black eyeliner in a waterline. So we want to get as tight to our lash line as we could so it can be very smoky. So we're going to start by just patting it on, and then we're going to blend it in with the color Therapy Sash. Going back in with the JH40 brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection, we're going to use Therapy Sash like I just mentioned, and we're going to start by blending this in. We're going to go ahead and smoke the bottom lash out. We're gonna start just by blending and buffing like back and forth until we create a very smoky bottom lash, and you really can't go in circular motions here, so you're basically just going back and forth until you make sure that the black is completely blended and you don't have a straight black line. So now for the bottom waterline, we're gonna start applying the Makeup Forever 24/7 eyeliner, and we're gonna go ahead and apply it in the waterline and also on the lash line from the top, and we're also gonna apply mascara, get our lashes ready for some falsies, which I am using Vaseline from KJ Lashes, and I'm also gonna do the rest of my face out of camera. I am also going to be straightening my hair out of camera because my hair is a mess, and I did not like my last video where I just had my hair naturally brushed out. It looked very ugly, I feel like. So I hope you guys like my hair straight instead of being really puffy. So here are the lashes, and we're gonna go and be back. Now that I'm decent, something I did a little different out of my usual routine, I did apply the shade I'm in it on my highlights on my cheeks, on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, on my brow bone. And I also used Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade New Chica.
If you guys have reached the end, I want to give you guys a thank you, and please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down to my channel for more makeup looks. So yeah, and I will be using the Jaclyn Hill palette a couple more times so I can create as many looks as I can with it, since it's so colorful. I mean, I just have to work with it. Okay, bye.